let's go down to the Tower of Heaven.
Right now, we finally get to see the Absa in a different position other than against another Absa. Shovel Knight will struggle a lot to get in at this point of the game, as Absa, just to get her combo started, doesn't even have to approach with a hitbox. So Harambe's not going to have the same situation as he did last game, where he was able to just kind of stuff Sick out constantly for trying to approach.
Okay. To put it another way, this matchup is garbage.
Yeah, and it's not garbage for the Absa, that's for sure.
This matchup is so bad. Oh my god, let Shovel Knight bounce on Cloud.
No,
Please?
no.
Why not?
Clouds aren't an active projectile, but they are going to be active enough for Epsilon to take that stock with Fortnite.
Absa can camp out Shovel Knight basically effortlessly, especially before items. Even after items, Shovel Knight is still a mid-range character at best. Gear being the longest range option that Shovel Knight has. But Gear only does about 6% on average if you hit 3 hits of it. Right? It's just not a thing that's worth really doing.
And Absa just has the comfort to play neutral at basically either extreme long range or extreme short range. Right there, and even at mid range, she still has comfort. The only way that you're going to be able to get around it is if you're comfortable just taking percent constantly and trying to couch cancel it, so then you can look for the openings out of it.
Also, with Cloud being an inherent mix-up, you either have to predict exactly when they're going to stop it, or whenever they pop it, or anything else if you don't want to be taking percent on this. Up tilt up air. You hate to see it. Thunderline. You hate to see it. You mostly just hate to see Absa.
I'm thinking Epsilon is quite liking to see Absa, though, as the matchup is looking pretty well for him. That the Ghost Claw is going to make it rough for him to recover, but the edge cancel there, that
slide
was
up.
such a good.
What's that? I don't think that was an edge cancel. I think that was just slide off. Slide off bear.
Still good.
True.
Right, using the hit stun from Uppy to make Harambe's option not do what he wants, and then able to get the punish because of it.
Lots of Ghost Gloves is trying to take up its neutral, but you can see that Harambe is just uncomfortable with Ghost Gloves, unlike that kill confirm.
Worked out well for him, but Epsilon is more comfortable with his kill confirms, but Harambe just barely drifting out of it. Now finally starting to get the first percent on Epsilon's final stock, but it's not going to be even close to enough as Epsilon takes game 1.
Bear up air being hype as always. I can't keep a straight face when saying that. Game 2, we are going to quote a Carcian, the worst stage skin in the game. Let's go.
And I spit only facts.
No, you don't.
When have I ever lied? Ooh, catching the double jump, but not able to get more punish out of it. That could have been really bad on the side of Epsilon if he was able to get the spike hitbox instead and start out a huge SK combo, which we actually haven't seen from Harambe. Harambe more like playing the neutral kind of focused SK, aka I spam smash attacks while I'm grounded and hope you run into them, and hasn't really been able to get the aerial combos that make SK go from like a mediocre character on the ground to an absolutely astonishing punish game.
So a weird thing that I see, that I just saw with Epsilon, is that a lot of times players will fail at doing an action, and so the immediate reaction is that I have to do that action again because I need to either prove that I can do it, or something like that, right?
Yeah.
It's one of those things. And Epsi did it with the Thunderline there, earlier. And I just want to mention that you don't gotta do that. It's just one of those small things that people do frequently. that I like mentioning whenever I see it.
Yeah, and it's a hard thing to get out of because it's like,
Ooh, up there.
especially if the thing that you want to do doesn't work because of like either connection difficulty or something else. It's like, fuck, I'm gonna try that again because I'm mad. He did the rehipped. We're so proud. The rehipped connect. That sounds like a slur.
I think
Kind
that
of
he's going to kill us if we keep on mispronouncing his name.
good. I want to die. And Epsilon is looking like he's trying to use that electrical energy to make Harambe die as the
This stream has devolved.
You're making it seem like it was higher than this in the first place.
It was before you got here.
And who's the one that invited me here?
Somebody who deeply, deeply regrets their actions.
Right, Harambe is not regarding this Ghost Close choice, as it is giving him those little spaces that he needs to be able to play neutral, but I personally don't think he's just not using it enough. Right, and I understand that comes a little bit from the uncomfortability, but Epsilon very comfortable with trying to get that Fortnite, the down air going to come in, but not reading the DI, so not able to get the punish, almost getting the wait read on the air dodge. Ooh, very close game. Oh, that's a first interaction.
Gives the Upstrong to close out the game just barely. It's 1-1. Man, I thought that this would be much faster and well, no, it's only been 2 hours.
Yeah.
Epsi doing the Epsi thing again with Truple and saying no, we're doing that again.
They're still choosing the worst version of the stage. Epsilon already getting bigger combos at the start of this, proving that it's like, yeah, choosing here wasn't a mistake. Even though you're comfortable on this, I want to prove that I'm more comfortable on this. Right, but Harambe able to get his first combos of the game, but not quite able to extend that into an edge guard as Epsilon takes the first stock.
F-Strong does not drift out far enough to get the up B sweet spot. All of Shovel Knight's combos, and especially the kill confirms off of Fair and Dare, require really, really good spacing. And it's really finicky as well. Fair 1-2 stuff really depends on both your and the opponent's momentum. And you can manipulate both of them indirectly by which way you're holding. If you're holding forward, then generally... Ooh! Gets the Fair up air. That's a funny way to pronounce smashing. Ghost Gloves! The coolest relic. I unironically take, no, didn't have double jump.
Yep, and wasn't able to use the up air to help his recovery, which is going to leave him a stock behind with only 23% on the side of Epsilon.
Yeah, I unironically take Horn in this matchup because you just need to kill somebody whenever you get an interaction with them. Honestly, helping out with gear or gloves isn't going to change how badly you lose this neutral, in my opinion. So, yeah, but you don't have a way to play neutral even with gear or gloves.
I disagree with the gloves pick, because a big reason of why Sylve has a good matchup into Absa is because he's able to crouch cancel F tilt 2 and Cloud and punish Absa with his superior range, and then he prevents her from landing afterwards, where Ghost Gloves gives SK a very similar action, because the only way to really counter Ghost Gloves is if you have a high enough frame move for punishing SK to approach with the Ghost Gloves, or having a projectile that beats it out, which Absa actually has neither, only able to like punish SK for having it by coming at him at different angles.
Or punishing SK for rolling in, getting the up strong to close out that game.
Mm-hmm. Right, and Ghost Gloves, when used properly, have like really good conversions out of it that do lead into very early stocks.
Game 3. Forest Floor. Lego.
The air dodge mix-up at the start, able to get Harambe in at the start of this game for the first time this set, able to get a good 52% lead over Epsilon. And Epsilon's struggling to get a hit in that he needs to start anything that he wants. Hi, excited dog. Are you... Hello? Right, Epsilon losing the first stock of this game, which is going to be a major difference in the other games this set, and we'll see if Harambe is able to ride that lead up into better later on point in the game.
A lot of just slow play by both of these players, and by slow I mean relatively. This is rivals we're talking about.
And it's working out well in Harambe's favor, this stage being the perfect size that he needs to be able to move around Absa's tools while also being able to get in at the same time. And Epsilon's struggling to get any space that he wants in the set, only having done a 97% to Harambe, as Harambe has both his relic and his item now, or at least I believe he has his relic. It's hard to tell with the armor color. No, he doesn't.
No, he does. He has gloves.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I meant to say his armor.
Oh, armor? No.
Yeah, it's just hard to tell with his color, because I'm used to, like, thinking, oh, hey, it's darker, he has momentum now.
It does get darker if he has momentum.
Yeah, I know, it's just, like, it already looks darker than like,
gotcha.
most SK customs.
That's because this isn't a custom.
Oh.
Black Knight is just a default color.
I didn't know. But now I know. And he has just like such a lead this game, sitting at only 54%, while Epsilon is struggling to do anything at 73% on his last stock. The up air almost able that would have taken the game if that had fully hit the last hit.
Back air?
Not quite enough.
So much Thunderline, but an F strong out of disadvantage is going to quickly clean that up. It's 2-2. This is their set. This is it.
But this is the rough part about having to make a comeback in the set, though, because now you allow your opponent to have this potentially the stage that they want in the last game.
But hey, we're going to Julesville. This is exactly what Harambe does not want, though.
We already saw it on Drupal, where Epsilon has a lot more comfort in those tighter spaces, and especially if they have platforms to move around to confuse the neutral, and we're already seeing it with the difference between playing on Forest 4 in this stage, with Epsilon being able to get a lot more of a percent lead and have the comfort to like both move in and out of Harambe's moves while not having to retreat into too much space to allow him to just play how he wants. Good rollout, going to cover the S-Smash read, and I'm surprised he didn't go for the Thunderline there. I was about to call it out, and he didn't do it. Rough space to be in, but not nearly at the percent. Yep. Ooh, if that back air had sweet spot, it might have been the stock, but he almost lost his own stock, catching the shortened side B with the Thunderline as Epsilon takes the first stock.
Ooh, catching the double jump with the up air, buys gloves immediately. Epsilon just kind of bullying him off stage, but just trying to push him away, trying to push him off stage, which is, I guess, optimal. Same for Shovel Knight, as we can see with, because contesting the space with F strong. God, I'm saying a lot.
Like maybe, sure,
I-
quickly. Dog, can you go lie down? Okay, but Harambe is not going to lie down this game. Still fighting, even with Epsilon having such a big lead earlier, quite evening it up and
Ooh.
punishing Epsilon for landing right on top of him as he was charging that F smash. Now getting good percents, but will almost die to that F air. I don't know why I'm saying it like that. Oh, ooh, that was
Fortnite.
a very scary spot to be. Whew. The V-Bucks dispenser working quite well, but
This is close. This is pretty much even. This is now even.
yep. Each character can
No! Buffers an up air and dies off the bottom because of a fast fall input. No!
Harambe! Alright guys, time to put the dicks back in your pants.